All right, here's a quick book recommendation. Quick because I don't want to show you too much of it, considering how it's mainly a visual guide to museum pieces. So showing you a large number of the pages in the book would kind of spoil it, if you know what I mean. But this is right now essentially the best book in my collection on the topic. So this is Masterpieces of European Arms and Armor in the Wallace collection by Tobias Capwell. And this is a great book. So first, it starts out with some information about the collection itself, history, all that, and then it shows you some information about that particular piece of armor or the weapon and measurements. Here, this is something that I very much have to praise because you don't find it that often. The weight is given here. Length, width, and weight. A lot of books and museums also in general don't bother giving you that much information. Quite often it's just, for example, for a sword, it's just the overall length, if they even give you that. Sometimes there's nothing. And that's really nice. You don't see that too often. And really what I very much appreciate is the high quality photographs here. They're very high resolution and detail, perfect lighting, really high quality print. That is very nice to see. Also, those are fairly large pages. So for reference here, this is a standard sheet of office paper, North American standard. And yeah, so that's a decent size and it shows you a lot of detail. And we've got, right here, we've got several swords. Again, very high quality. You can see a lot of details in there. And again here, we've got length, width, and weight. Now, it would be great if there was also blade thickness. Balance would be nice to see, but I guess that's a bit too much in depth. That's mainly for us blade collectors and enthusiasts. So I have never seen anybody, any museum, provide such detailed specifications, but this is pretty good. It's nice that they at least include the weight. Also, here's a good example of the image quality. So it's close enough and high enough resolution that you can see things that you would miss on a lower quality photo. Like, for example, right here. They actually used smaller rings for the area around the throat. So you need extra protection here to make sure that nothing penetrates. I mean, if a fairly narrow sword point slips through here and gets maybe this far, I mean, it's going to hurt. It's not going to be pleasant, but it's not as dangerous as it is up here. If this much penetration into the jugular, that would be a major problem. So that's nice that you can actually see these things here. And again, a lot of information here about it. Here's a jousting helmet or helm. I've actually never found out why there are two different words or if it really makes any difference whatsoever, because I usually see helmet or helm used interchangeably. And if anybody knows if there's an appreciable difference or if it's just whatever, let me know. But yeah, either way, there's a salad. So quite a variety of arms and armor from different eras. So here we're still in the 15th century, and then later we get into the Renaissance. So right here we've got a falchion from the 16th century. Arms and Armor actually makes a reproduction of this one, and it's really interesting looking with the lion's head. A little too ornate for my taste, but of course back in the day that was a way to to show prestige and wealth and all of that. And this must have been extremely expensive back in the day. I mean, a reproduction with that level of detail would be too. They also include a few period drawings. You can see the details on the armor here. Lots of decoration. And And then we go to paring daggers, rapiers, late armor. Again, jousting armor, it's got this additional reinforcement here, so it's pretty interesting to see. And then they also have some early firearms here. I would really consider this book a must-have if you're interested in European medieval and Renaissance arms and armor. It's got a lot of interesting information and remarkably high-quality photos. Frankly, I wish that all books on the topic had this kind of standard. Anyway, so I'll leave the link down below in the video description to where you can buy it. This is easily one of my best book purchases. If I remember correctly, it was actually one of my subscribers who recommended it. Sorry for not remembering your name. I just get too many comments and messages and can't keep track of all of that. But you know who you are, and thanks. Anyway, check it out, and I hope you found the video interesting. Thanks for watching.